All right, y'all, this is David, the Georgia photographer, and today I have a 28mm f3.5 pre-AI lens, and I'm gonna go for a photo walk in downtown Chattanooga. Here's something pretty telling. I'm parked down here by the rock climbing gym. That's what this building here is. And normally this stretch of parking is completely filled with cars. By this time of day, it's 7:30 in the evening. By now, so this is free parking at past 6. Like 2 minutes after 6, these start filling up. I'm the only one parked here still. The other side of the street has 2 cars. It's kind of interesting just to realize that they've opened back up. The gym's open, but there still ain't anybody here. So let's go see if I can find something to take a photo of with this lens. I'm gonna try and see. I've already realized that this lens has focus breathing. I mean, it's pretty significant. When you watch the back display screen, as you rack the focus, you can see the image grow and shrink. I found with focus peaking, I can get really good results. I've already found, I'm shooting it currently at f3.5 though. You know, so I'm stopped down a little bit, but it seems to be working pretty good. Something I like to do is detail shots. I want to get this Airstone sign as close as I can. Wow, that pretty well fills the frame, and it's in focus. That's f8, ISO 800 and 1/250th of a second exposure shutter speed. There's a lot of people out up this way. I'm heading up to the Walnut Street bridge. It's about 100 yards this way. I'm gonna try to get some photos on the bridge. It's kind of a captive audience. Makes easy pickings for street photography, but the 28's pretty wide. I forgot how wide it is on full frame. I've been shooting it on the XT3, and it pushes it out to like a 42mm on an equivalent field of view. So yeah, I'm having to actually get a lot closer. But this thing's minimum focus distance is like 1 foot. It'll get close. So let's see. Here we are. Here's a little something interesting. Go around this side of the hedge, you can go on the bridge. You go around this side of the hedge, you go under the bridge. You can go down that set of stairs, and it takes you down underneath the highway and passes. There's a whole, all the way across the other side, there's a whole walking path that goes along the river, and it goes under the bridge. This guy's running. But yeah, but it's just separated by this hedge. That almost ended in tragedy.
Almost, really close.
It's interesting to see the mixed dynamic of people out today. Basically, everybody is trying to get some kind of exercise or just get out and get some fresh air. It's really refreshing to see it. I've come up here to the hill up above Hunter Art Gallery. I'm gonna go over to Rembrandt's and get a cup of coffee before I walk across the bridge. I'm not supposed to do photography in the art district. We'll see what happens. I got 2 cameras and recorders and all sorts of stuff. It's the way it works. But this is the art district. Figures are closed. If I had to guess, most of these places are going to be closed by this time of day because of the whole lockdown, COVID, whatever. Figures. I'm gonna walk across the bridge and maybe there's a couple of coffee shops over there. There's a Starbucks and a Mean Mug and a Stone Cup brewery. So get over there, maybe one of them still open. We'll see. Got this portrait of the street performer, and it's pretty awesome. I talked to him for a minute, give him a tip for his music because he actually can sing really good. I should have got video. If he's still there on my way back by, I will. put him in the vlog. Airstone Coffee, unfortunately, it looks closed too. So I've made the trek all the way over here for nothing. All right. These girls have been in the time lapse numerous times. They keep leapfrogging me. All right. Now that I've made the trip across the bridge for nothing, sounds like his motorcycle stuck in first gear. Now I'm gonna make my way back across the bridge and try to get some street photos along the way. There was a street performer laying on the bridge. Could have made a cool photo, but I was in too big a hurry trying to get the time lapse crossing it, and so I didn't stop. But he had a very good showmanship, stage personality, whatever you want to call it. So I'm going to go back and try to get a photo of him now. He should still be there when I get there, and see what I can get of all these people on the bridge. There's a bunch. I mean, just look. It's just a bunch of people.
All of the children, all of their names, every handout in every town. Never like it ain't like when no one's around. I sing trailers for sale or rent, rooms to let 50 cents. No phone, no pool, no pets. I ain't got no cigarettes. I but 2 hours of pushing broom, buying 8 by 12 4-bedroom. I'm a man of means, by no means king of the road. Oh, thanks, man. Oh, appreciate it.
That's a pretty cool video clip of the fella singing this song. I really enjoy street vendors or street performers. They bring that raw, really want to play the music element to it. It's their profession. Some of them, some of them are doing it for extra money. Some of them are doing it for a living, and that's how they earn their living. And it's value added because it's performance art. If you've never really paid much attention to street performers, stop and give one about 2 or 3 minutes, and help fund their operation just a little. All right, y'all, I'm back. Okay, we had a pretty good walk today. I actually got to see some stuff, got to talk to some people, talk to the street musicians a little bit, talk to a nice lady and her husband and children are walking around. Kind of curious as to what I'm doing, Of course, the usual question always came up, do you make any money doing that, or are you going to make money from it or something? There's this weird obsession that people believe that you're going to somehow get rich from doing, street photos or just general documentary style photography, I guess, but it's just the way it is, I guess. That's the world we live in now. Got some things to talk about this little lens. Number one, the times I shot it wide open, it had some chromatic aberration. It just did. Which it's, you know, the f3.5 version isn't a super high-end lens, and so you can't expect perfect performance from a lens engineered to be a kit lens. It has a 3.5 detent, and then literally it barely moves and clicks at f4. F4 is unmarked, but it's there. Then 5, 6, 8, 11, 16, and then 22. It's all whole stop steps except from the 1/3 from 3.5 to 4. And I noticed if I stopped it down to f5.6, sharpened right up. The CA seems to minimize itself, and the focus is smooth, but it has a really long focus throw. There's a quarter, half, so it's a half a revolution, yeah. But it seems like it's, you know, it's a lot of motion throw to get focus, because it focuses from like 1 foot to infinity, of course, and it has an infinity hard stop, and it seems to be pretty close. You might have to back it off just a touch with this particular adapter on this Z6. But yeah, the pictures turned out pretty good. I mean, I didn't get a lot of photos, but the ones I did get, I like. If you can get this lens cheap enough and you don't mind the fact that it's, you know, it's choked down at f3.5, it's an okay little lens for, you know, it would be a good $40 lens. I wouldn't give a whole lot more than that for it new. And it would have to be really nice, because you can get the f2.8 versions for less than $200, and they are stellar. You can get that f2.8 AIS, and that's like one of Nikon's crowning achievements in lens design. And that thing is like less than $200. Oh, the Velcro's turning loose in my camera bag. Like, what's that noise? Got all my stuff just crammed in here. It's a nice and compact lens. I do like that about it. You know, it's basically the same diameter as the mount. It's kind of cute that way. It just looks kind of like an extension of the existing lens. 28's pretty wide. I mean, I had kind of forgot how wide 28mm on full frame is. I've shot it so much on the XT3. You know, and the XT3 kind of gives you the field of view of like a 42mm lens. I just wasn't really thinking about it, and I got out there with this Z6, and man, I was having to get closer and closer and closer to get a focus, or to get the framing like I wanted. I appreciate you guys watching, and if you like the video, I appreciate that thumbs up. And if you enjoy my content and you want to like help support the channel, there's a subscribe button right down there. I'd really appreciate you click that. And of course, if you want to be notified when the videos go hot, there's that little bell, and I think it has options now. So with that, this is David, the Georgia photographer, and until next time, get your camera out and go take a picture with it. All right, we'll see you later. Bye-bye. Hey, did you like the new lighting? Hey, you like all them lights on the ceiling? So we took them little LED string lights and just strung them all over the ceiling. The whole room is lit with this beautiful glow of light, since there's no central point of light, and it lights the whole room. You can read. It's incredible how well it lit the room. Did you like the new studio lighting? I was experimenting a little tonight. Anyway, bye.